we launched Incubator-In-A-Box about roughly 5 years ago. And this is our platform on which a lot of companies and organizations have started doing their incubation efforts or extending and expanding their incubation efforts on top of the Incubator-In-A-Box from 1 million by 1 million. So, and we've been getting a lot more interest in this particular offering. So I just want to explain to you how it works for those of you who are interested. And you can, look at the website. Maureen will put you, as we go along discussing this, Maureen will put links to the Incubator-In-A-Box in the public chat as well. So what we want to do here, or what we are doing here, is that we have our entire online incubation acceleration program, the 1 million by 1 million basic and 1 million by 1 million premium, and all the free resources that we offer available for you to extend or expand whatever program you are doing locally anywhere in the world or virtually all over the world. So we offer a rich curriculum. This curriculum is not a pure financing-oriented curriculum. If you look at an incubator and accelerator curriculum, they tend to be financing-oriented, and they perpetuate the myth that entrepreneurship equals financing. We don't do that. This curriculum is focused on business building. Over 99% of the entrepreneurs who request financing, who seek financing, actually get rejected because most companies do not fit the framework of the hyper-fast growth, hyper-large TAM requirement of venture-funded startups. So, but that doesn't mean that these companies all are bad companies. They're not. Many of these can be sustainable companies, great companies, working on a niche, building $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $20 million, $50 million company, which may not be sufficient to excite VCs, but it can be very good businesses. So not all good businesses are great investments for outside investors. So you need to think about your business in the context of the framework, entrepreneurship equals customers, revenues, and profits. Financing is optional, exit is optional. Now, there are many other types of financing besides equity financing. There is debt financing. There is receivables financing. There is inventory financing. There's all kinds of nuances of financing that you can tap into outside of venture financing, and you need to kind of understand all of those options as you're building your venture. So we work all of those nuances into our program and do not focus only on venture or angel financing. So you get all that in the curriculum, you get all that knowledge in the curriculum. We provide you with extensive online mentoring. The format that you will learn, you will be exposed to today, this online roundtable mentoring format, is our core format. We have private roundtables for our premium members only using this format as well. And then we also have very deep connections in Silicon Valley and elsewhere, and we can seamlessly introduce you to these kinds of connections, and that includes investors, customers, channel partners, media, analysts, other advisors, other mentors who have domain-specific knowledge in your space, and so on and so forth. So there's a very deep Rolodex surrounding us, and you do have access to that Rolodex, so that you can do what you need to do from wherever you are, but tap into Silicon Valley's deep bench. So you can add all this. If you have an existing incubation or an acceleration program somewhere in the world, you can add all this and just enhance your program. So think of it like it's an accelerated chip, for example. Let's say you have a computer and the computer runs at a certain speed. Now, if you put in this acceleration chip, that computer becomes way more powerful. That's what 1 million by 1 million is. Now, if you're starting a program from scratch and you want to build your entire program on the 1 million by 1 million framework, that's fine too. You could also think of 1 million by 1 million incubator in a box another way. So there are a lot of incubators, accelerators, and co-working spaces out there right now. You know, I would say probably many thousands, close to 10,000 is my guess, that offer space. You know, you offer people to come and work in your space. It's a co-working space, but you call it incubator, you call it accelerator, but really what you're offering is real estate. You could take that model and put in 1 million by 1 million into it, and you have a full acceleration program. So you can, in that scenario, you can think of your real estate as hardware, and 1 million by 1 million as the operating system, and you put the two together, and if you have a full, powerful computer. And that's your incubator, that's your accelerator. So there are many ways of thinking about this, but the one way that is consistent is we are happy to partner with you and enhance your offering and enhance your resources for your community. So you can very easily, rapidly, affordably launch or extend an incubator or an accelerator in any part of the world on any scale, local scale, regional scale, global scale, continental scale, whatever scale you want to do it. Domain-specific accelerator, anything is fine, as long as you're working within IT and IT-enabled services. So that's our sweet spot. The next thing that I want to take you through are some examples of the types of acceleration partnerships that we do. So corporations is an obvious one. Corporations do three kinds of incubation work, acceleration work. One is internal innovation. So intrapreneurship is becoming popular. Corporations want to encourage intrapreneurs. So we have partnerships on this area, and our longest running and most successful partnership in this arena is with Oracle. 1 million by 1 million is Oracle's intrapreneurship partner across the entire company, and Oracle has over 140,000 people. Another way corporations are doing innovation is supporting external innovation. So they want to support a community of startups. They have an accelerator, and they want to support a community of startups. And we have done a lot of this work over the years. One that is currently active is NetApp. Maureen may want to provide the NetApp link where we discuss this partnership. This is basically NetApp has its own physical accelerator in Bangalore, and then they offer 1 million by 1 million scholarships to all the members of that accelerator. The third way that we do these partnerships, the corporate partnerships, is platforms. So if a corporation has a platform, and examples of that are things like SAP HANA, for example, is a platform, the software platform on which SAP is trying to encourage a lot of development. So when SAP HANA launched, 1 million by 1 million was their incubation acceleration partner. So entrepreneurs developing on HANA were getting 1 million by 1 million scholarships funded by SAP. So these are the three ways corporations partner. There is a fourth way which doesn't apply to all corporations, but it applies to some. So there are corporations whose primary customer base is small businesses, Intuit, for example. And they cater to large numbers of small businesses, and that is a category where also 1 million by 1 million is applicable if you're trying to nurture your community of customers, and that's a place where 1 million's incubator in a box is a perfect partnership as well. So those are the ways corporations partner. Governments. So governments have today pretty much accepted everywhere in the world that entrepreneurship development is a very good way to do economic development. So many economic development offices have started incubators and accelerators. I would say our first partner in this category was the Delaware Economic Development Office, DEDO. Maureen will share the link with you so you can take a look at the DEDO work as well. So DEDO has been a partner of 1 million by 1 million for a while, and companies from the DEDO partnership are still in the program. Again, here, Delaware becomes the 1 million by 1 million partner, and then they give scholarships to 1 million by 1 million to Delaware entrepreneurs. We're also doing partnerships with incubators and accelerators in different parts of the world as well. And what that means is that you already have an incubator and accelerator, or you're about to launch an incubator and accelerator anywhere in the world, and you want to focus on IT and IT-enabled services. We can either help you launch, or we can expand and extend your incubation work within your community. And you can put as many companies through 1 million by 1 million as you like. Typically, the model is 1 million by 1 million premium, which is a $1,000 annual membership fee program. And sometimes these programs that we're talking about are 3-month, 4-month, 6-month program. The 1 million premium is a 1-year program. But that's okay. You can give the membership. So even if your local program ends in 4 months or 3 months or 6 months, the virtual 1 million by 1 million support still remains active for the remaining period of the 1 million scholarship. So this is one of the, this is kind of some examples. These are some examples of how we are doing Incubator in a Box, and I thought it would be beneficial for you to hear this, a little more details of it, and give you a chance to ask questions. So I talked about Oracle. It's a very, very successful partnership. And Maureen, if you could please also share the link of the interview from last week's roundtable with Paolo Huvara, Group Vice President of Oracle Application Labs, who's the sponsor for the partnership with 1 million by 1 million. Paolo and I discussed in about a 30-minute discussion, that is a recorded discussion that Maureen will share the link to, about the details of the Oracle partnership. So you can listen to this one, and you'll get a good feel for how we are running the 1 million by 1 million partnership, intrapreneurship partnership with Oracle. And it's, Paolo is very generous in discussing all the nuances of this partnership. So we are being very kind of open source about it so that people around the world can learn how this is being done. Now, on Delaware Economic Development Office, also, we had Ken Anderson from Delaware Economic Development Office come to one of these roundtables and discuss that partnership, and we had also presentations from the Delaware program some time back. Maureen will share that link as well in the public chat, so you'll have a sense of how that works. And I already talked about NetApp. I think Maureen has already shared the NetApp link. Let's see. Yeah, Maureen has already shared the NetApp link. So you have the NetApp link in public chat. You have the Incubator in a Box link, the overview page link. You have the internal innovation and intrapreneurship link. You have the platform vendors link. You have the government link. You have the Delaware Economic Development Office link. And you're going to get the video as well. You've got the Incubator in a Box for Accelerators link, and you've got the conversation with Paolo Hubara at Oracle link. So all of these are now in the public chat. You can save these. We'll actually try to provide you with all these links in the recap for today so that you have a good sense of all the different resources to follow to do your research on the offering from Incubator-In-A-Box.